club like what up, I'm such a big shot. I'm so pumped up, back from the thrift shop. I saw my friend, it's so damn frosty that people like, damn, that's cool, that's honky. I can do the club like what up, I'm such a big shot. I'm so pumped up, back from the thrift shop. I saw my friend, it's so damn frosty that people like, damn, that's cool, that's honky. I can do the club like what up, I'm such a big shot. I'm so pumped up, back from the thrift shop. I saw my friend, it's so damn frosty that people like, damn, that's cool, that's honky.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you liked that little intro-y bit that I did there. I worked really hard on this video, so I hope that you like it. You might be able to hear some like traffic going on out there, and that's just because I live right next to the road and my window is open. So hopefully you can't, but if you can, sorry about that. So today we're going to be talking about shoes. If you know me at all, and I mean at all, in real life and on the internet, you know that I'm obsessed with shoes. I have a shoe problem. I collect shoes, I hoard them. If I was a dragon, I would have two hoards. One would be notebooks that I like that I never wrote anything in, and two would just be shoes. I feel super like LA YouTuber today because I've like got that like the plunge v-neck and I'm wearing denim shorts and like a flannel. I stealing that Lord DIY look. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Anyway, I wanted to make this video kind of trying on all my shoes, talking about shoes, and ultimately like getting rid of some shoes because I just have so many shoes and I can't go on like this. So I did what any normal person would do and I organized all of my shoes in a Google document. Actually, this is a Google spreadsheet, but it's the same thing. So yeah, I added all of my shoes to this document and it turns out that I have 42 pairs of shoes. 42. It may be the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42.
But I don't think that 42 pairs of shoes is the answer to filling that void in my heart. Anyway, what I've done here is organized all of my shoes by a couple of categories. So first we have all the shoes listed in some way that I'd be able to identify them. It has, you know, the color, or like the brand, like my black Doc Martin Mary Janes. Has a lot of different keywords that I can search for. The shoes are also categorized by the type of shoe that they are, so you know, like sneakers or boots or clogs. But of course they also have 3 subtypes. The reason there are 3 different subtype categories is because there were a lot of shoes that had different qualities that I wanted to be able to search for in order to organize them, in case I wanted to go by like heeled boots rather than just boots, or I wanted to go by sandals that are also heels, or wedges, or something like that. We've got subtype 1, 2, and 3, and subtype 3 is really just a list of all the things I want to get rid of. So if I want to, say, find, I don't know, everything that starts with the letter B, I can just go in, organize it by A to B. I can go in and specifically organize the subtype by a specific kind of shoe. I can even go into subtype 3 and just see all the shoes that I am planning on getting rid of. So yeah, we're pretty organized. It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't know anyone else who A, owns this many shoes, or B, would take this much time to organize them into a Google document. But when you're making a video where you need to try on all of your shoes, and you have twice as many shoes as years you have been alive, it helps to get organized. Enough of this beautiful spreadsheet. Let's move on. I'm not going to talk about all of the shoes that I own today because I have a ridiculous number of shoes, but I will be talking about some of them and I will be showing you all of them. I promise you will see them all. I spent many hours trying on all of these shoes for you, so hopefully you will enjoy that. It's gonna be a great video for people who have foot fetishes. You know, you do you. Please don't make any weird comments about my feet. I don't have very nice feet, to be perfectly honest, especially not right now because I have all these blisters from like walking too much in the wrong pairs of shoes and stuff. So yeah, not the nicest feet, pretty short toes actually. But you know what, if someone was gonna pay me just to send them pictures of my feet, like, and that was it, I would do it. Like, that's fine with me. I don't know. Anyway, so we might as well start off with boots because I definitely have the most pairs of boots out of all of the shoes that I have. I think I have 12 pairs of boots, and most of them I actually do wear. Boots are probably, like, at least during like the fall and winter months, my most worn type of shoes. There are a couple in there that I do not wear. There are a couple that I have not worn in literally years. But yeah. My favorite boots ever are these little black heeled booties with zippers and laces. I actually bought them from Charlotte Russe a long time ago, sometime in high school, and they were like my shoes, like maybe in like senior or junior year of high school. They were the shoes that I wore all the damn time, all the time. I mean, obviously when you're in high school and you're just like sitting around all the time, you don't, like, it's okay if you wear heels, and so that's probably why I amassed such a collection of them. So I bought these little boots at Charlotte Russe, and I thought they were gonna be like the most terrible quality, but they have held up for years. I mean, the heel part is like a little bit loose from the boot part, but honestly, like, they're still going pretty strong despite all of the use and all the scuffs. And for however much I paid for them, like 20 bucks or something, that is like a pretty damn good deal. I bought 3 pairs of boots while I was in Ireland, and actually if you've seen my American Trides Primark video, you'll see all those pairs of boots in that video. There is 1 pair of plain black boots, 1 pair of these brown chunky boots that really remind me of like the 1970s, and then last there are some green sort of almost like suede boots with these gold zippers, and those are kind of like a lower heel. And I really enjoy having like a lot of different types of boots, but to be perfectly honest, the black boots that I bought at Primark were actually supposed to be sort of like a replacement for the boots that I love so much from Charlotte Russe, but the thing about them is they're just not as comfortable. Like, they don't have a lot of padding under the toe. Like, I enjoy the style of them. I like that they just don't really have any details or anything, because that's kind of what I was looking for, is like a really plain boot, but yeah, they are not as comfy, so I have both still. As far as like boots that I've had forever and ever and ever, we have 2 pairs. We have these Uggs, which I really hate. Uggs were really cool in like middle school, and then by the time that I got some, it was high school and Uggs weren't cool anymore, but I definitely wore them. I had this really good look in freshman year of high school. I had these like light blue jeggings. I wore only sweatshirts for a really long time in my life. Like, I really just only like sweatshirts. I wouldn't wear sweaters. I didn't like sleeves. I just wore tank tops with sweatshirts over them. And then I had these like light blue like jeggings, Uggs, and of course, to top it all off, a blue tutu, which I still own. I don't wear a tutu over my jeans anymore, but for a while when I was a freshman in high school, I thought that was like, yeah, that is totally a look. Another pair of boots that I have not worn in literally ages. The first time I've worn these boots, I think in maybe like 6 years. Honestly, more. These might be the shoes that I've owned the longest, are these weird like cowboy boot kind of style things. I remember that thinking cowboy boots were like the coolest thing in maybe like the 6th grade, and I used to have like an actual decent pair, but I wore them so much they fell apart. And these were just kind of like a weird replacement that were like too big for me, that I just sort of bought one time. I don't really know. Yeah, I kind of hate them. You know, cowboy boots can be a look, but I think you have to do it the right way, and I just don't think those are the ones. As far as some other boots, I recently purchased these red ones, which are nice and platform and actually surprisingly comfortable, though I've never actually worn them like out of the house for a whole day before, but I bought them for a cosplay that I'm working on. I'm working on this 1970s version of Sailor Moon, and I think that they're gonna be perfect for that, and I really like them. Definitely my most worn pair of boots, and like probably my most worn pair of shoes period, are my Doc Martens. I actually wear them to work every day. I used to wear different shoes, like I've had sneakers and I've had flats and all sorts of different types of shoes for work, but recently I've just been really into just wearing my Docs because they're like the most comfortable shoe. I wear them all the time. They're really broken in, like they have good sole. They're not non-slip, which is kind of a problem since I'm a waitress, but I have not fallen yet, so I feel like that's probably fine. Moving on to sneakers, this is probably like the 2nd largest category of shoes that I have because there are just so many different types. You know, I have high tops, I have low tops, I have platforms, I have like gym sneakers, you know? So yeah.
It's freaking awesome. Pop some, pop some, pop some, pop some,
Topping it,
pop some,
topping it,
pop some,
topping it,
pop some.
These green sneakers right here are like one of those shoes that I saw and I was like, I could really use something that's like not your typical like Vans or like Converse, just something that's like not quite as branded or obvious, just for the summer that was just kind of like normal and I could just throw on. So last summer I wore them like so much. They're not quite falling apart, but they're definitely well worn because I wore them. They slip on so easily. They go with a lot of things because they're like that nice like green kind of tone, like a moss color, and I really like them. I think they're from Old Navy maybe, honestly, I'm not sure, because I bought them secondhand. I have had a lot of good luck buying like almost brand new shoes secondhand, which brings me to this pair of shoes, which is my Adidas. I bought them recently. They're like half a size too big for me, but since it's Adidas and they're really like quite squishy and sneaker-like, it's been working out for me. I actually bought those like almost brand new for like $15 at our local like resale store. It's called Plato's Closet. I don't know if they have them other places, but I feel like there must be other ones, but so I don't know if you've heard of them. But anyway, they're my go-to shoes right now, or at least they have been this spring. They're super easy to wear. They are white, so they get a little bit dirty, but they're not really water resistant, but they're pretty nice for that. Unlike my other favorite white pair of shoes, which are my high top Vans, and they are just so dirty from wearing them all the time. But I really love them. I think that like a white shoe, especially like a white high top, really can like bring an outfit together. Like if I want to look kind of color put together, matchy, a white shoe is really good for that. Also, sometimes Vans, especially high top Vans, just kind of make me look a little bit more edgy than I actually am. Like I think they would look really good with this outfit that I'm wearing right now. So yeah. Some other sneakers that I have that you have probably seen if you've seen any of my previous videos are my pastel pink high tops and my platform sneakers. Both of those are from Dolls Kill and I love them. They're not something that I can wear all the time because the platform ones are just like a little bit heavy and kind of hard to walk in, and I don't like to go long distances in them because I accidentally took an 8-mile walk in them, and yeah, I had some serious blisters after that. And then the pastel ones are very cute, but they are easily damaged because of the way that the like shiny coating on top is. Like I don't like to crack it, and if I get it wet like and muddy, like those shoes just are not gonna like make them last. So I have to kind of be picky about when I wear those and what outfits I wear them with, but they go so well with just like all cute pastel clothing, especially this jacket that I have, which is like a pastel color block puffy jacket, and I love it. Alright, so moving on to sandals. I own quite a few pairs of sandals, oddly enough, and some of them actually kind of fall into the heels category, but I sort of put some of the heels that were more sandally into the sandal category. I don't really know why. There were just a lot of them, and I didn't want to like have like 2 pairs of shoes in the sandal category, so some of the heels that are more sandally are in the sandal category. So yeah, we've got these blue ones that I wore last summer that I really enjoy. They're just really simple, easy to throw on, they go with everything. We have these gold sandals that I refuse to get rid of because they're just so cool. They're like kind of like a Greek Roman inspired sandal. They're like a little bit beat up and not the best to wear all the time, but like they're just so cool, and if you ever like need that style, like I can't just get rid of them, you know. I've got a couple pairs of just sort of like fancy heel type sandals. I've got those 2 blush pink ones, which I think are really cute. However, they're not the most practical, and the reason I have blisters on my toes right now is actually from this little strappy pair of like blush pink sandal heel type things. They're real cute, but my feet don't love them. And the last pair of sandals I'm going to talk about are these ones. I don't know where they came from. I hate them. I think they're really ugly. We've had them for years, and I really just need to find some way to get rid of them, so I guess I'll probably be donating them. Not that I think that you should only donate things that you think are ugly, but I just don't know what else to do with them, and like they are perfectly like new and wearable. I just hate them. Moving on to heels. So many pairs of heels. I have these really cool River Island ones, which I think are so awesome, and I bought them secondhand, almost brand new. I really haven't ever had much of a chance to wear them. I did wear them with a Hogwarts uniform for Vermont Comic Con last year for one day, and that was pretty cute. We have these heels, which are like this velvet sort of material, and they're actually the shoes that I bought for my friend to wear for a short film that I made this winter, and I will link that film somewhere if you want to go see these shoes in action. But yeah, I will probably just end up giving them to her if she wants to own them. Otherwise, we'll probably be donating them because they're like a little bit too small for me to actually wear, and also I just don't really need them. These are my senior prom shoes. They are impossible to walk in. They're like 4 inches high, but my date was 6'4", and I wanted to be able to at least look him in the eyes. So that's why those are so tall. I talked about them a little bit in my trying on all my formal dresses video, which will be also linked below if you are interested. These black heels are actually heels that I purchased for a holiday party for my ex-boyfriend's work. Yeah, bad relationship, awkward time, cute shoes though. also talked a little bit about that in my trying on formal dresses outfit, so if you want to visualize the outfit, those shoes, that dress, you can check that out, right? Like I said, link below, that great self-promotion, you know what I mean? The last pair of heels that I'm going to talk about are my purple Daphne heels. They're for my Daphne from Scooby-Doo cosplay, and I actually made these heels. They are actually like a faux leathery type nude heel, and I actually just painted them with acrylic paint and added these little, like, I don't even know what they are, but these little pieces out of foam just to make them look more like her shoes. I am planning on remaking these shoes at some point and just remaking that whole cosplay. But these shoes have served me pretty well, despite the fact that they are incredibly uncomfortable. We have a couple shoes that are just not really part of any category. We have these little black Mary Janes by Doc Marten. These shoes I was obsessed with when I first bought them. I have kind of worn them out at this point, but I still love them. They actually have candle wax on them from wearing them to work and spilling wax on them. But yeah, I just love the style of them. I love Doc Marten in general. They just have really nice shoes, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna get rid of them. I should really just get a new pair, honestly, but they were a little bit pricey. I also have these red flats, which are another cosplay item. They are for my Kiki's Delivery Service cosplay, and I don't know, there's not much to say about these, to be honest. They're red flats. They're a little bit like velvety kind of. They don't, you know, they're fine. They're for, yeah, costume shoes, I guess. I have a lot of costume shoes that just kind of I accumulate by needing shoes to go with costumes. But yeah, if you want to check out any of my cosplay photos, be sure to check out my Instagram, which will be linked here, along with my Twitter, because self-promotion. Another pair of shoes that I own are these slippers that I have literally not worn in years. They were really, really nice quality when I got them. I think got them for Christmas at some point, and they're very cozy. However, my sister has the thing about wearing other people's shoes outside to get stuff. I don't know, like if she had to take out the trash or whatever, she would just wear my slippers. So now they're kind of ruined. And she's probably gonna like comment on this video like, I didn't do that, meh meh meh, but you did do that. She is like pretty much the only person I know who actually watches my videos aside from my friend Josh, and I don't really know why he watches them because I don't think he's that interested in shoes, but you never know. So like, hi guys, if you're watching. The last pair of shoes we're actually going to talk about today are these clogs. These clogs are terrible. Okay, they are technically very good quality. They are Dansko clogs, which means that like everyone and their mother has worn a pair of them at some point if they ever were like a waitress or like a nurse or something where you have to stand a lot. And they work great for some people, but for me, they do not work at all. They gave me like just the worst pain. My ankles like swole up so much and I was limping for like weeks and I just had to stop wearing them, but they're like pretty, like almost not really quite brand new, but like they are very, very lightly used. So really I should probably just clean them up and try to sell them. So this has been my entire shoe collection. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it and I worked really hard on a lot of the editing for this one. It took me quite a few hours actually to put this together. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun things, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I just felt like I should include this shot of just all of them laid out like this because it's truly a marvel to behold, and to be honest, I could probably just have my own entire section of a store here. There are enough different variations that I'm pretty sure I could find a shoe for every person with size 7 to 6.5 feet. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway.